Just walking from where I parked to into the kind of busy bit, and I came across this humongous empty square. It's quite nice. Looks like Horse Guards Parade type square. They must have lots of things on here in the summer. That's very nice. Nice, there you go again. See, look, masks everywhere. I actually found that a lot of the teenagers are wearing masks more than some of the adults. Right, I'm going to go and find a coffee shop. Good afternoon, bon après-midi. I'm heading to towards Grenoble now, just leaving Lyon. Had a really lovely day, wandering around, had a few coffees, really good walk, did about 15,000 steps I think, across the bridges and over the river. It's lovely, really, really lovely. If I spent longer here, I think I would have kind of gone on the public transport up into the old city and wandered around there. But I kind of spent my time in the newer part. Absolutely packed. Every cafe full of people, but everyone wearing masks. Even walking along, everyone had masks on. So it really felt safe. Every counter you come across, they've got hand gel. Even if you're getting a takeaway, I sat in a cafe and had a salad for lunch, and it was in a takeaway box, but I sat at an outside table, and the guy handed me the takeaway box and then asked me to disinfect my hands. So amazing. I wasn't even eating in, I was eating at a table. Yes, I had a nice lunch, a few coffees, took loads of photos, had a good look around. And a nice place, Lyon. Come here, it's a really beautiful place. You're probably not going to come now until after COVID ends, but if you do, go on a river cruise, use the public transport. There's trams, there's electric trains. It's really nicely done. And, the river is enormous, really, really enormous. And they do little river cruises up and down. The old town, go up to the old town. I did drive around there last night when I first arrived. It's really beautiful, some lovely churches and beautiful architecture up there, castle, some really old walls that I took a few photos that I'll be putting on Instagram. And the old walls of the castle come down a very steep rock face, and then they've built new-ish houses onto those walls, which looks quite good. And that's Lyon, but definitely worth a visit. So yeah, so now I'm not going to go to Grenoble, but I'm heading for Grenoble. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head to that little village where my mate Tony lives, and I don't know whether to go and kind of knock on his door this afternoon, because I'm not going to get there till kind of 5:30, I would imagine. I don't know if that'll be too late for him. It's not late. He's not an early to bed type of guy. But it might be evening meal. I don't really want to disturb his evening meal. So I could just camp there somewhere overnight and then go and see him in the morning. through the mountains and then down to Monaco. I spoke to my son Thomas, and he said that he's been there, and you literally drive out of the mountains straight into Monaco. There's no borders or anything. So yeah, I'll be definitely doing that. So next update will be when I arrive in Saint-Simeon. Goodbye for now. Have a lovely afternoon. Just had to capture this as I'm going along. I'm going along the river here, and I've been doing this probably for 20 miles maybe after coming out of Lyon, and this particular road is right next to the river. I thought I'd video it because it looks pretty amazing. I'm starting to see a lot more hills now, and I think once I get beyond this little group of hills here, I'll start seeing some mountains. So once you get down towards Grenoble, they'll start cropping up. Then after Grenoble, it's all mountains all the way across to Monaco. So I'll be kind of going up and down mountains all the way, which will be absolutely beautiful. I'd love to find a camping site on this river somewhere. Awesome. I can try out my fishing rod. Get that Tony laughing at me. There's no way I'm going to film setting it up because he just would take the mick completely. Yeah, so I thought I had to film that. Anyway, bye for now, speak again later. So this is Saint-Simeon de Bressieux. I spelt it wrong the other days. B-R, oh hello. B-R-E-S-S-E-U-I-X, I think. E-I-U-X, one of the two. And it's a lovely little place, little alpine village at the base of the Alps. So the houses are completely different from where I've just been, in that they're a lot bigger. And I don't mean that in any kind of derogatory way that people have got smaller houses over where I've just been. The houses just seem huge. Like, I mean, look at that. They're just massive, really tall, really wide, just almost robust in some way, like chunky, to put up with the rigours of being at the base of the Alps, because they get a lot of snow, wind, rain here, but it's also, you know, very sunny when it is sunny, so it's quite good temperatures in the summer. A lot of these houses come with an open barn attached on the side. Look at this house here. Look at the size of it. They're just huge. They're all like that. They're not. It's not like they're. A few of them are just, you know, people want to have a big house. The standard older houses are all like that sort of size. And I'm gonna go. Hopefully, if he's in, I'm gonna go to this Tony's house and just say hello. Really. I woke up really early this morning. I couldn't sleep. And I was up at like quarter to 7, I think. I packed up my van and headed off. But I didn't kind of make the bed and everything. So I just drove off and I found somewhere to pitch up. And then I just kind of cleaned it all out. And where I was, there was like these big washing machines in this car park. So there was some bottle banks, and then next to the bottle banks there were these 3 enormous washing machines that took sort of 18 kilogram loads. And so I parked up near there and then cleared all the van out and made, you know, sort of took the bed down and everything else, and then had a wash and everything, and cleaned my teeth. So yeah, I do all that way. Still tired. Sorry for yawning. I'm still tired though. And then I drove around the village a little bit. So once I've been to see if Tony's there and if I can get a coffee with him. If he's not, then so be it. If he is, I will stay and have a coffee with him. And so his house is on the left here. There's a car in the drive. Does not necessarily mean he's in, because I think he's got a little van as well. One on the right here is his ex-mother, well, I can say mother-in-law's house, but she's not alive anymore, so I guess you would say ex-mother-in-law. His back gate's closed, which I don't know if that's a sign of him not. All the shutters are open. What I might do is pull into this. I'll turn around, pull into the driveway there, and go and knock on the door. I think that's the best thing to do. So yeah, so I went for a little drive around here this morning, just to remind myself what the area is like, and I thought I'd wait for a while until I was sure that he'd be up. I didn't want to come here too early, so it's now 9 something, so I thought I'd go and knock on his door now, and then after that, before I go to Grenoble, there's a big castle or monastery. I can't remember if it's castle or monastery, on the top of a hill here in the town, and the only way to get there is by going up this huge hill, stairs. There's no way to drive up there, as far as I know. So that'll keep me fit. I'm gonna go for a walk up there. Oh, his van's in the other house. Still doesn't mean that he's in. Anyway, I'll come back to you soon. See you for now. Bye bye. Hello again. So Tony's not there. I spoke to his neighbour, and it seems that he's gone away for a few days. His daughter Pauline lives in Grenoble with her husband and child. Well, last time I saw them in Grenoble, they had one child. They may have more. He's also got some friends that own restaurants there, so often they go there for the weekend, or you know, for little breaks away. So possibly he's gone there. His neighbour didn't know. He just said he's gone away for a few days. So that's that. I'll go up to the castle now, have a look around, and then from there I'm going to drive to Grenoble and spend a day, maybe 2 in Grenoble, because it's bloody beautiful there, and it's surrounded by mountains. There's some amazing things to see there, so that's where I'm going to head anyway. And then from Grenoble I'm going to head to Monaco, which from Grenoble to Monaco, if I did a direct without stopping drive, it's about 6 hours, but that is through kind of the mountains. That should be pretty awesome driving through there. Quite excited about that actually. My van's doing really well, no issues. It starts every time now. I should touch wood or something. I shouldn't really say that out loud, but yeah, going really well, and no other problems at all really. A weird dream last night about dogs, and I looked it up, and it's to do with emotions apparently, according to these dream experts. I mean, it might be a load of rubbish, I don't know. But I just had a dream that I went away or something, and I don't know why, but there was a dog left behind, and I haven't got any dogs. I haven't had my own dogs for years. And I went into the shed to look at the dogs, and there was 2 dogs in there. One was a puppy, and one was this bigger dog. And I kind of recognised it, but didn't, you know, like you do in dreams. And they weren't very well. They were kind of had some sores on them and stuff like that. And it was almost like they hadn't been taken with someone had left, and they'd gone away and left their dogs. And I turned up at this house and heard them all crying, and I opened the shed, and there were these dogs in the shed. So I kind of rescued them and gave them, you know, water and sort of stroked them and stuff like that. But that was it. That's all I remember. It was really weird. I normally have dreams about dogs. That was last night, and I just didn't sleep very well after that. Anywho, so the castle's up on my left. I've just got to try and remember how to get there. There's a sign, Chateau. Okay. 13 something. So this enormous hill in front of us. At the very top of that hill is where the castle is. And I don't think there's a road all the way up. There is a road part of the way up, because there's some houses below it, and that's as far as it goes. So, nearly at the top. Have to excuse my out of breathness. It's been a bit of a climb to get up here. I'm hoping it's going to be worth it, just for the views alone. This is the old castle here. There's nobody here. Absolutely not a soul here. And this is a pretty significant castle for the area as well. I don't know if you can see those views, but my God, it's amazing. I can't see the Alps behind. I'm going to walk behind in a minute. Look at that. There's a little picnic area down there as well on the way up. Field for kids to play in. Oh, wow. 1025 to 1789. Amazing. I'll get that translated. Wow. Pretty awesome. It's got a moat going around it as well. It goes all the way down there, look. On both sides. Collier défensif autour pour dire. The force ramp access. Ramp is the access. This was the access to the chateau. Defensive position. Proceed. Exterior formed of a barbicane. Tomorrow, composed of mobiles. Follow the have entry. I can't read all that. I'll get it translated. Now basically, there used to be some kind of drawbridge here in the front, and then the defences were the turrets. So there, and I guess there were two there. That one's obviously fallen down over the years, and another one over there. That one's got a barrier on the top. Maybe you can walk up that one. There used to be some kind of drawbridge. I'm guessing they built all this up with stone and sand just so you can get in. But then down the sides there, look, huge hole that goes down, which is obviously the moat that went around. I think it was full of water because there's a retaining wall over there. Might be some kind of dam. Wow, imagine what's happened on these cobbles over the years. Phenomenal, isn't it? Oh, I might be able to see the mountains from over here. Oh, you can go in that castle over there. There's some that turret and some stairs. Wow. Imagine. I get up on the walls. Look at that moat. The views. How amazing is that? I don't know if I can go behind. Yeah, it does, yeah. All the way around. This looks like it's obviously the original stone, but this certainly can't be original because it's well, 1700 maybe, I don't know. But this would have been 10th, 11th century stuff, wouldn't it? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if those bricks come from that era. That window certainly looks like it does. Oh, you can't see it from here. Over that direction. Hold on. That'll make some people laugh. Over that direction are the Alps. All behind those hills over there. You can't really see them from here. Wow, phenomenal. Oh, that takes you down to the moat. Don't really want to go down in there. How amazing is that? So this is Brescio. So San Simeon de Brescio is the village, and this castle is up the hill in Brescio. And there's a church, kind of, I don't know, half a k down the hill, maybe not that far, where I park my van. And then this is all uphill to here. How phenomenal is this? So quiet. God. Could you imagine back in the 11th century being on guard here? I'm going to Google it and find out if there's any history, and I'll put a link, if I find some history, I'll put a link on my page. Okay, that's it for now. I will re-engage when I'm in Grenoble. Bye for now. I'm back. I thought I'd just record the trip down to, there's a restaurant down here at the first stage. If you are coming over here and you're in any way disabled, it'll be a hard trek to get up here. There's no, well, currently I don't know if there's a season for it, but there's no way I could see of getting up here if you're disabled, because there's some huge steps, and I don't think you could even pull a wheelchair up some of the size of some of these steps. But other than that, it's somewhere to come and visit. It's pretty phenomenal. And there is a little picnic area just there. Looks like you can light fires if you want for cooking on, barbecues, etc. Unless that's just kids have come up here and done that. I mean, these are huge. These are a good, what's that, 30 centimetres tall, each one of those. So it's not an easy thing to get up if you had a wheelchair. You had a couple of people to carry you. Unless, as I say, there's a method in the summer that the castle lays something on, I don't know. I was certainly puffing and blowing when I got up here. I didn't make it all the way to stop though, stopping. So that's the first phase, which is the hard bit to get up. And then, I don't know if you can see that view, top of the church there. It's pretty amazing. And just here on the right there's a restaurant. So you could actually drive up to this restaurant. And if you did come with disabled family members, then they could always stay in the restaurant if they couldn't get up there. Not saying they have to, but this is France. They don't really cater in some aspects. It's kind of, well, that's what it is. I think you don't see it or you don't. Oh, I remember a restaurant we went to in France in the Alps a couple of years ago, and on the menu, under vegetarian option, it said, if the chef feels like it. That's all it said, if the chef feels like it. So basically, if you're a vegetarian, you go in and you want some vegetarian food, if the chef feels like it, then he'll make it. If not, tough, sorry. So it's quite funny. And I'm not dissing vegetarians, I'm just saying it was quite amusing to see that on a menu. So this is down to stage 2, and there's no parking here for anything. There's a church around the corner, but there's no parking here. But this is basically all road all the way down now, and there's a pretty garden up that way. It's called Les Jardins du Prado, and yeah, you can drive up there, and then that's the road back down again. And there's also a up there's the church, And there's a chateau museum down that way. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Bon après-midi.